Пук. Так. Погнали. Ебать, это что за пушка? О, нихуя рикошетит. В себя могу попасть? Видимо, нет. Он и к лучшему. Форма ученого. Копченого. А мне не сюда? На Сциллу вот надо.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Ну посмотрим, что за робот такой крутецкий.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Ближний бой, дальний бой. Решение с перманента прикреплено к его корпусу и не может быть снято. О, на него броню можно навесить. Перки еще повыбирать. Повышает ваш навык запугания, когда в отряде есть Сэм. Снижаете уровень угрозы напарника при атаке, а врагу снижая вероятность того, что враги выберут его в качестве цели. Увеличивает угрозу. Так, 2 поинта есть. Дистанционный, сопротивление. Ай, пусть так будет. Близко дальний бой нападения. Средний молодец, нападение. Ладно, пусть. Хотя да, пусть лучше. Лучше близко держится. Так, тут чувачки возродились? Да, он ходит. Бандит-снайпер. Тут еще ходит налетчик. А ты чё, блядь, на карты не присел? Эти, в робота выстрелил. А чё я горю, не хочу гореть. Хлюп. Бандит-снайпер. Без оружия. Ёпта, бля.
Mold detected. Mildew detected. Body odor detected. Ear mites. Time to take out the trash. Substance resistant to cleaning efforts. Flash dirty. Clean up the competition. To your left.
Надо, наверное, на живых этих чуваках пробовать кто.
Analysis, navigation, and maintenance job fulfilled.
Резво бегает робот. Опа-на. Что это он нашел? Мандибулярный преобразователь. Урон, специальный эффект. Известный производитель. Ошеломление. Ну-ка. Че? Урон физический. Оружие было создано неизвестным и невероятно совершенно безумным ученым. Никто точно не знает, как оно работает и почему вообще работает. Это единственный подобный экземпляр. Надо кому-то въебать палки этой. Бля, не, этих я не хочу пока залупаться. Запечатано. Распечатывайте, блядь. Распечатывайте. Мне внутрь попасть надо. Так, тут я был. Он может потом по квесту как-нибудь распечатается. Жесть. Верстак. А вот верстак.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there? Tell me you've seen worse. Ah, we'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of...
И он на первом проходе, там квестов пиздец просто, ой.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
I could probably spend years.
Я вот робота вместо тебя взял, смотри, какой робот у меня.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargo's worth a lot of money.
Well, you probably should have insured it then.
It is. I'm just trying to make small talk.
Ain't small enough. I'm working here. Shoot.
Hey there, Captain. Be seeing you.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? Chief Tennyson, don't... Anything else I can help you with, ma'am? Not much has changed since last you asked. Maybe come... Anything else I can... Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Her family's worked on it for, gosh, since it was built, I think. Back before the crossing. They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for... I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business. Let's say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing, and somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to. Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who... If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck. Case closed. If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what do they call it? Deniability? Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead, Sublight says, hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility. But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom. Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to sell, you might look to Sublight to get it. You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that money gets passed on to their contractors, so in the end, it's still...
That doesn't sound right to me, Captain.
People do what they gotta to get by. Oh, gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much and Commandant Sonia's got a Oops, doing it.
Oh, don't worry.
Awful generous of you, listening to me like this. That's what I'm here for, ma'am. Sure, and stuff from outside the system too, off the interstellar freighters. That's why we also have so many armed Mardettes on duty here. That'd be awful weird. On account of you should be locked up back here too then.
Запереть.
All right.
Не
Hey,
надо
bounty
меня
hunter.
запирать.
You're welcome here anytime, so long as you ain't loitering.
Так. Ну-кась.
Have you had a moment to look into that little... You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up?
Ебать, я все три нахуй... Ладно.
Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good for you. A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of my famous sugar cookies.
Я совсем про нее нахуй забыл. Ёбана рот.
If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught. Bless your slippery little fingers.
Пиздец, руки дырявые.
Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits. Darnation. It sounded like a gold mine.
Зато из
Maybe
блядь,
that's just my
насыпали.
old hopes getting in the way. I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Хуя. Ну, я информацию я хотя бы принес. Из-за нее она мне насыпала кредитов. И что там, монеток.
What do you want then? My heart? That's right, dearie. The only Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss June Lay. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. Go right ahead, sweet. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion.
I'm not sure that's...
That's half the reason. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear? Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on... Because that's what the board tells them. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their... But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess. Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Anytime, sweetheart.
Хуя ты мучишь. Слышь, можешь меня вон туда закинуть наверх? Охуительно. Ладно, погнали дальше.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner. Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my... have a look.
Бедолага.
Hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Now, is there something I can help you with? I'm afraid that area is quarantined for the safety of Groundbreaker. Why do you ask?
I'll use my speediest wrench, promise.
That's very conscientious of you. Thank you. Very well, you may enter. But please don't linger. I prefer to keep the dangerous pathogens corralled where I can see them.
Ничего, Япон.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
To the last ratted on rotten time. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the... Alright, okay, we can discuss it. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Залегла на дно.
Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm.
Бриллиант в пыль рассыпался. Чё
Anywho,
за
I barely
пиздишь?
made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay, a part of it, and I'm a useful person to know. Just ask Ellie. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. I'm dreadful contagious. I just know if I face him, I'm dead.
Ужасно заразная.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real... Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Че надо просить Долги, конечно, блядь. Чтобы он простил долги, мне нужно самому нахуй эти долги отрабатывать. Чужие, блядь. Хе-хе. Ой. Я себе, насколько чистое стекло.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Any word on Jessie? Let's just say she did me a favor. So, did you find her, or what? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. Can't miss it. I'd go with you to see the board's rep, but I'm not great with soft skills.
Да. Так, что там еще по квестам? Это нужно с этой сходить, прибухнуть. Так, а что по квестам? А, да-да-да. Блядь, да, нужно ключ купить за 10 тысяч. У меня 40 уже. Можно покупать, значит, не стесняться. Чего стесняться-то?
Entering quiet mode. Gaze in wonder at Sam's cleaning prowess. Toxin neutralized. This area has been sanitized.
Бешеные шкурки пособирал. Нихуя себе, где это я?
Hey, that's impressive.
Hey, how'd you get back here?
То есть похуй, да, что я не с той стороны захожу? Круто. Блять.
You're fast.
You stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief?
Блять, на говне
You have no
подскользнулся.
idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend. Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been
Несколько
days.
дней. А чем ты питался, блять, несколько дней?
Shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft. You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
Я могу запереть дверь обратно.
That all? Of course. Everyone on the ship's gonna hear about this. Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Блять, я не спросил, что случилось. На засове.
Invasive contaminant detected.
В ахуе просто. Инженер, ты чё я? Ух ты! Ай, блядь. У меня же ключ оказался. Сука. Я думал, взламывать сейчас буду. Эх, минус халявная экспа. Так. Давай тут пройдемся. Чего это за... Хули вы смотрите, прыгайте, давайте. Ай, блядь, больно. В ноге. Да. Два ходячих скримера, блядь. Так. Точнее, в бар надо зайти.
Chief wants to reduce board traffic, give tramp freighters more pads.
Are there enough tramps in Halcyon to make up the difference?
It get cooler in here? I swear they had the heat turned way the hell up.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
Ща нахуй, вон стол свободный.
If you're short on bits, you can work off your tab.
A new face. What's your pleasure, stranger?
Видимо, нужно просто с ней поговорить.
Okay, so... Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper. Oh, no, that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said, and feeling my heart shake. Oh, wow! You remembered. Well, that's fruit and such, right? Bottoms up.
Have an urgent or an embarrassing spill? Wipe it away with Sam's emergency stain disappearing gloop. Disclaimer.
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing? I don't know that Sam counts, Captain. Sweet.
Simulating experimental protocol. polite responses.
Oh, bless him. He does try.
Он
Friends give each
старается,
other
да.
counsel, right? What do you think I should do about Junlei? Because I feel about as aimless as an automech with a busted...
Please take a moment to complete this customer survey. Did you find Sam's cleaning today to be A, satisfactory, B, extremely satisfactory, or C, exceptional?
You and me both, Captain. I'm just... She brought up another lady, you know? Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all... I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve. Come on, Captain! Okay, maybe you're right, I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I... Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but... I'm so scared. You're swell, Captain, don't get me wrong. I like spending time with you, going on adventures and all, but... Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the You know I'm not interested in physical affection. That's... Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not? Of course. Wouldn't you be? Huh. I'd never thought of it that way. I wonder what June's afraid of being rejected for. She seems perfect to me. Maybe those are just my rose-ish colored goggles talking. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. I don't want to be that person. Don't want to be cold. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow. So much to think about. Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should? All right. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just... Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well... for being a friend.
Warning. Low battery! Unit is engaging reserve pack. While using the reserve pack, unit may periodically enter a rest cycle.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish... Come on.
Че?
There's your drink.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
Scanning for C.
Так, что там еще по квестам? Пойдем этого дрючить. Сейчас что-нибудь как придумаю, блин. Еще переоденусь. Вдохновение. Это хуйня.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I quite concur. It's refreshing. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Бля, и все. Жесть.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie.
Ох, нихуя
At
ты.
least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice too. The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. She helped me win a bet. Yeah, that's... We were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Moral is, mantisaurs can't run when they're full of holes. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain. Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
А ты чё? Ты куда? Ну-ка,
Got
блядь.
word from Udam, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
What seems to be the problem? A better selection than you'll find on the promenade deck.
Скидка 54%. Охуеть. Хилки по 23 рубля. У меня и своих просто, блядь, куча. Это я когда успел налутать? Ладно. Так. Что по квестам? Еще одного ученого из первого прохода, который хвастается тем, что исследовал, какое мощь наружу возможно на станции, можно узнать больше одной из записей, в которой упоминается лавка. Можно найти полезную информацию, по всей видимости, она уже помогла контрабандисту в прошлом. Чё, кто это там был? Кто там был такой, блядь?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisements for the following story.
Ладно.
When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry.
На засове. Ладно, погнали, 10 тысяч потратим.
If you're here for this, fantastic. Do be careful with it. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. Now, was there anything else?
Скидка 54, охуеть.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on the whole of the planet. I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Area analysis is as follows. Significant dust and spore concentration. Vacuuming estimate. Calculating. Calculating. Calculating.
Talk to Miss Lilia if you're looking for work. That's a good question. Yes? Yes, that sounds right. I'll make sure to include...
You weren't followed, were you?
I hope not. Sure is. Welcome aboard, Con. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you. A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around the border to keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time.
Какая в качестве выпивку не классическую эротику, богатые, но не слишком византии при помощи света весело проводит там время.
One of my guys filmed a Raptidon grinding on an automech. Didn't end well for anyone, including the cameraman.
Блять, ладно.
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas. It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a dangerous stuff. Acid for the nuclein in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab. Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood? Could be. You'll do fine. Probably.
I ain't worried if you aren't, Captain. Honest.
Hello.
Watch yourself in Stellar Bay, Captain. My guy in Stellar... Ask away.
Тут что взять? Дистанционный урон. Мне же еще и самому нужно что-то повысить. Что-то-нибудь. Так. Вот так. Ой, еще ячейка свободна, да? Заебись, сейчас как. Ну, блин, что-нибудь вкусное добавить, расходник. Так?
Job assessment. It's a mess. Battery levels are...
My stomach's a little upset. Maybe drinking don't agree with me. Yeah? I mean, what do you need? Captain? Ma'am? Lady? Something you need?
Stampede Worth. It's not the worst unless it's a worse.
Ну тут запечатано, а тут...
This is Halcyon News.
А, да.
Scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Как тут...
Concerned citizens often ask why there aren't enough new faces in the house. We all want new neighbors from time to time.
Got it. Heads down. Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while. Poor old sweetie.
Так.
Sam cleans it up.
Gosh, ain't that handsome.
За пушка такая. Создание нового молота импульсного, но другая компания Aramid Ballistics. похитила эти чертежи и первый выпустила свою модель на рынок, а заодно унизила Хаммерсмит. Время рекламной кампании с заявлением о том, что у ее конкурент нет ни одного молота. Руководители Хаммерсмит велели своим инженерам начать разработку совершенно молота, но прототип оказался настолько дорогим, что так и не было запущено массовое производство. Снаряжение перманентно. А более качественные аналоги можно заменить. Что тут еще есть? На корабль.
Why was I built to feel ennui?
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some of the drinks we tried. I even liked. I guess it's not all disgusting. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Yeah. In my defense, it's not like June was all too clear about what she was trying. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice.
Ой, ты куда попиздила? Куда попиздила?
You might want to consider changing your clothes more often.
А что, воняет? Где это поселилось? В аварийном состоянии. Безопасные ножницы, скальпели, лазерные инструменты для отбеливания кожи.
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook. It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not. Exactly. That's what makes them fun. Out on the edge of the Aether, we learn to make do with what we've got. No room for fancy predilections. Sure do. Some of it was even legal. What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made. Gotta advertise your business somehow. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way. Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long. Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it. Shall we get back? Well, my blood type... Shall we get... No complaints here.
Пошли, не пошли никуда. Что не убивает, то дарит нам столбняк, старая сабля. Я вот такой же недавно... Это... Была в кармане у меня. Ты что скажешь?
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
Политические страсти, чувствую, там заебусь диалоги читать, блять.
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's comp. Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have. Best of luck.
Ладно, Так, а чё 2? А на какой лететь? Интересно. Ладно, погнали сюда.
We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'll keep this short, lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn it.
The transmission is complete, Captain. May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems...
Так, а чё, блядь?
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Бежали скорее, посмотрим. Тут же правда на время, или я мог, блядь, вообще в конце игры к нему прийти? Блядь, сейчас бы помнить еще, где он. Вот здесь вроде, да, был?
Ah, I remember you. You must have received my wireless. Thank the law. I went to great risk to send that. Oh, I'm not allowed to use the communications room. We are still... I asked you here because I have a working prototype of the Altinature, Anti-Cleo's very first weapon. I'd like you to have it before it gets confiscated. The schematics you fetched for me lent themselves well to the creation of the beauty you now possess. Unfortunately, the market's already saturated, they said. Weapons are everywhere. They aren't interested in mass-producing the Altinature, which makes this an illegal prototype. Given your unlawful proclivities, I thought it'd be safest with you. So here we are. I'd rather see it in the hands of a free agent than destroyed.
Возможно, даже не взорвется, нихуя себе. Ой. Из этой штуки тут лучше не стрелять.
Huh? Oh, I am alert. And welcome back, Captain. How can I be? Goodbye. We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
stubborn stains. Leave them for Sam.
There's an awful lot of rustling and growling out there, Captain.
Два. Два, блядь. Сука. Ладно, у меня есть вот такая штука. 40. Я с него лута сколько. У меня оба тиммейта прилегли отдохнуть. Всё? Да. Ебать, закрытку 800. 900 XP даже. Кстати, да, я опять забыл замедление, я его, блядь, прокачал. Всякое оно такое пиздатое, я что-то забываю его юзать. Смешные отражения. У меня тут где там? У меня там где-то... Бля, не помню, какая-то у меня пушка была. Я тоже заметил, что отражение есть. Из-за таких вот ебучих ненужных отражений компьютер говорит больно. Чтиво. Заключение об изучении дикой природы. Заключение составлено специалистом РИЦО по результатам проекта ПТЕРА. В нем содержится упоминание о большом количестве мертвых птероскатов, которые привлекают падальщиков. Это вкупе с привлекательным ароматом пурпурики скатского консервного завода заставляет инженера тревожиться из-за того, что рептидоны могут подходить совсем близко к городским стенам. Несмотря на то, что стены в хорошем состоянии, инженер предупреждает, что фундамент не слишком глубок. Умные рептидоны могут подкопаться под них, попав в подходящий отходный трубопровод. Вот, значит, я могу там где-то пролезть, если мне нужно будет. Наверное. Ну я вот поздновато узнал, что можно второго еще тиммейта взять. Ну как поздновато, там окно вылазит, типа выберите до 2. А викарий где-то не согласился. Он один раз всего, короче, предлагает с тобой пойти. Я потом вернулся к нему, хотел все-таки позвать, а он такой, ну, блядь, все, уже нету такой строчки диалога. Бля, ща мясо будет. Там рядышком ничего не взорвать. Ай, жопа горит. Ебать, горю. Мне, блядь, ничего не видать. Обжорство. Вы постоянно хотите есть и не отказываетесь даже от паршивой и невкусной еды. Если не будете есть часто, чувствуете себя плохо. Эффекты: синдром отмены при обжорстве, ловкость минус. Чё-то, блядь, не понял. Синдром отмены при обжорстве. Если не будете есть часто, почувствуйте себя плохо. То есть, если... Нихуя не понял. Так. А их похилить вот как-то можно? Чё вот они?
Where are we headed?
Только диалог есть. А похилить их? Или там перк нужно брать? А, на 20-м вот ингалятор лечит вас и ваших напарников. Они получают 30% лечебного эффекта. Интересно, что пиздец. Чё, блин, добраться нельзя. В этом здании что тут сидит? Раскидали, ребята. Я говорю, тут не хватает этого, как в Atomic Heart, блядь, пылесоса в руке. Ачивки какие-то дают. Затраты на подкуп минус 10. Заебись. Броня мародера. Ну ладно, беги. Запечатано. Чё, блядь, лагать начало? Что-то нормально же сегодня? Или это локация такая уебищная? Дункан. Нихуя так-то пилить. Целый километр.
Job assessment. It's a mess.
I would have liked to see this place before it was all boarded up. I bet it lit up the night.
Ебать, колотить вас тут сколько. И дальше, блядь. Ух, нахуй. Все, всех порвали.
Area assessment. Tough stains and resistant contaminants ahead.
Так. А, вот еще. Тушка. Чё, блядь, а где лут? И чё нахуй? Падла. Блядь, жопа горит.
Customer, all germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Ух ты, а туда можно попасть? А, там же, блядь, закрыто. Ой, скоро уровень. 16 будет. Это заебись.
Are not the cleaning solution for this job. Identify. Drop out using our gas in redstone. Cleaning solution for this job. Will be the train.
Ебать, заморозил нахуй. Пока еще можно, и я нормальную пушку достану. Куда нахуй стоять?
Wrong tool for the job.
Охуеть. Да, надо распределить очечки. Вот тут вот 6 поинтов бросить. 4 останется, куда их? До 50, чтобы... А. Так. Так. Ага. Ну, плюс экспу, наверное, надо. Так, а тут честь. Урон от научного оружия. Скачивание оружия. А, ну это я уже глядел. Что тут есть? Если скоро перевес будет, можно вот так вот взять. Ладно. Давно надо было так-то взять. Да, блядь, на камушек не залезть, чтобы обстановку не посмотреть. Чтобы посмотреть, не залезть. Это что там, блядь, хвост какой-то большой. Ладно, хрен на них. А, я думал, это указатель, знак, указательный знак, знак указатель. Что, все в крови?
That's clever.
Ой-ой. Штурмовая винтовка. Хм. Давай так попробуем. Ручной пулемет. Это нахер? Так, тут надо посмотреть, что. А, блядь. Я в шмотках-то не в тех гоняю. Блядь, надо было на эту посмотреть. Полезла, нет бы. И не. Так. Скрытие замков. Плюс 5.
Avoid contact with eyes. Liquid is caustic.
I don't got much use for sulfur in my own work. I'm ready for this.
Я патронов мало, да. Ай-яй. Блять. Ай. А, да. Тут-то закрыт, блядь, проход. Поэтому я сейчас пешком до сюда пиздую, хотя мог. Или не мог. Ладно, пиздую.
efforts. Resuming passive mode.
Блять, с роботами сейчас еще пиздится.
Muting volume now.
Да стой ты, сука, спокойно, блядь. Куда ты пошел, блядь? Вот так.
Mean and ready to kill villains.
Great.
Блять, перегруз. Перегруз. Ручной пулемет ей дать? Нет, вот этот вот. 400. Тут... Бляук. Скрытие замков.
Resistant to cleaning efforts.
Reminder, lying in the dirt is unsanitary.
Речной лагерь мародеров. Ой, блядь.
Detected. Cleaning cycle complete.
Охуеть. Перестрелка на перестрелке. Так, всех полутал? Нет, не всех. Денис. Опа-на. Хуя его быстрее, чем с электропушки снес. Это что, блядь? О, блядь. Вот здание, а в нем, наверное, есть какая-нибудь верстак или еще что-нибудь. Хотя, блядь, да, верстак мне не помешает. Но лучше бы магазин найти. Полный черепной шлем.
Great work.
Блять, перевес. Мне вот очень интересно стало. Там... Ё. Прям подписаны. Я же к нему подходить буду, он что скажет? Вы кто такие? Я вас не звал и все такое, блядь. Броня мародера экстремала. Модифицированная. Ой. Бать, ну серьезно, как будто перепрыгнуть можно, но нельзя, блядь. А ну-ка. А не, нихуя. Ладно. Не за горой. Заебись лаги. Прикольные. Ну, немного уже осталось. Так, огнемет у меня нет ведь? Как это? Есть вот огнемет у меня, оказывается. Может попробовать их это?
Wrong tool for the job.
Everyone all right?
А, ты что? Ну что-то огнемет это хорошо так всасывает. Высасывает, выплевывает пульки. Ой, ну тут вот скорее всего есть какой-нибудь магазинчик. Издательство ТР, чё? Гранатомет 2. Его мы тоже попробуем. Блять, все равно перевес все еще. А. Вот так. Вот на вас мы гранатомет сейчас и попробуем.
Unit's performance evaluation is sterling.
Нихуя. Солдат Мессии. МСА? Гранатомет что-то хорошая вещь, оказывается.
For me.
Где, блять, окошко-то? Черновики памяток по технике безопасности. Черновики памяток по технике безопасности. Еще из тех времен, когда пресс работал. Большая их часть перечеркнута. Предохранители нужны, чтобы вас предохранять. Протезы конечностей куда хуже настоящих конечностей. Не хочешь лечь в гроб? Соблюдай технику безопасности у конвейера. Не суй руки, не протянешь ноги. Верстак. Ой, не-не-не-не. Починить. Давай все починим, то, что у меня не починитое. И это починим. Все, блядь, чиним. Похуй. А разбираем. Оп, тоже все разбираем. Огнемет. Что-то хуй знает, мне не особо понравился. Гранатомет вот заебись. Магазин бы, блядь. О, а вот и магазин. Давай, мать. Ой, блядь, перевес. Его-то мяско взял, блядь. Пули и всякая всячина. Болтер 2.0. Ну. Я тут картриджи с битами.
Nicely done.
Ой, что-то я... Всем, кого это касается, я Кейден Шустер. Официально заявляю об отставке. Поставки для типографии ОНД-2214 на ТР-1 должны быть немедленно прекращены. За время работы я много раз жаловался на тяжелые и опасные условия в этом законом забытом месте, в частности. Какие-то неизвестные насекомые завелись у меня в носовых пазухах. Отпуск по болезни не был оплачен. Я лишился большого количества предметов одежды из-за местной кислотной атмосферы. Эти утраты мне не были компенсированы. Местные животные агрессивны и опасны. Это постоянная проблема. Постоянно зуд и кашель, скорее всего, из-за вдыхания сернистых соединений. В этой же степени постоянно несварение, непроходящий дискомфорт из-за того, что у меня аллергия на рыбу, а ведь это составляет основу рациона у рабочих Стелларбэй. На мои запросы я получил следующие ответы. Они показались мне неудовлетворительными. Мне заявили, что благодаря утрате обоняния я больше не буду страдать из-за запахов рыбы и серы. Мой гардероб был заменен спецодеждой Стелларбэй, которая в равной степени страдает от кислотной атмосферы. В чем тут выигрыш? По моему требованию сюда прислали охотницу некую Н. Рамнарим Вентворд, которая постоянно пьяна и поливает меня грязной бранью. После внимательного медосмотра меня призвали годным к работе, то есть мне еще повезло посмотреть и на других. Я требовал разнообразия пищевых продуктов, но мне прислали только дополнительный запас туалетной бумаги. После получения последнего ответа могу лишь сказать, что будут там все сдохли. Сменные ролики, чернильные картриджи, клавиши, приводные ремни, штампы, смазки и прочее, что вы пришлете в своих чертовых коробках, будут гнить под открытым небом. Всего хорошего. С уважением, Кейден Шустер. Ой, еще и с уважением. Ой, я себе, здрасте. А что это, я думаю, это хавчик, который можно собрать, а он это просто, блядь, что-то... Что это? Блять, не перепередился, полез стараться.
Wish I could do that.
capacity.
Ну тут только картриджи валяются.
Sure thing.
Tether engaged. Returning to customer.
Я думал, он сломает. Тут у нас что? Провести диагностику. Файлики неисправные. Обратитесь к ближайшему инженеру. А это, блядь, типография, ёптать, я думал, тут хавчик делать тут. Печатают эти штуки. Ай, блядь. Так. Чё, все? Походу. Ой, блядь, куда? Пока магазин под боком есть, надо им попользоваться еще. А. Три магазин. 3, прицел 2. Стрельность, шум при стрельбе, критический урон. О, бля, сейчас автик-то вообще... Какой прицел красивый. Нихуя у него, блядь.
Body bag required.
That's the last of them.
Пароль. Левелапушка. Хавать надо. Где-то они еще рядом ошиваются.
Preparing to neutralize and sanitize. Detected. Customer, all germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Рам.
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots? Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void blast. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help? It's easier than it sounds, alright? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decision. Phew. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. What do you mean? It's locked. Wait, upward? Oh my eternal soul.
Жесть, блядь.
Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect?
Блять, вот либо 3 выбрать, вот интересно, что там за плюсик голова. Либо 5. Ладно.
Can do. Thanks a lot.
Говоришь сам, блять, меня пугаешь. Что-то, блядь, что-то взял, что-то ударил.
Classification. Flawlessly finished.
Запечатано. О, это прям вода, я думал, тут кислота. Там еще толпа придется. Что-то я не умею, тут и хуи стрелять. Охуеть, тут с них мясо валится. Водичка. Где мы? А, вон они. Что это, блядь, было? Я думал, там кто-то есть. Не заминировано случайно? На вышке.
Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannon.
Deploying odor neutralizing aerosol spray now.
Да. Что-то быстро дебаф от обжорства нападает. Остается. Так, а чё? А.
Entering quiet mode.
What? What was mine's playing tricks on me?
Ничего не делал.
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rafts keeps us on our toes.
Ладно. Житель.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Ничего. Работник.
I don't... Oh, sorry. For a second, I thought you were Grim.
Нет, я не Грим. Руины? Там в руинах-то, наверное... Блять. В руинах-то, наверное, можно этот перестрелка устроить. Жесткая перестрелка. Работник.
If you want to talk to the boss, she's in the back of the warehouse.
Кэтрин. А, ну мне что-то надо с какой-то Кэтрин еще поговорить. Ой, туда нельзя? Значит, туда надо, если нельзя. Яхт-клуб, нихуя себе.
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic, us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest Sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals, but that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming. Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor. I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something? On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way.
Расчетливый мяч. Круто, блядь. Молодец.
Well, Holcomb's had a lot of nicknames over his career. Used to be the tallywhacker on account of what he'd do to the score. Before that, he was the slick stick, because his shots were always so smooth. I swear I'm not. At the start of his career, people called him the hack boss, but no one thought that was very catchy. I couldn't really say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say them. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
В натуре MSI. Что, они там видеокарты производят?
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
Чё, блядь?
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
Зарегистрировать и такой что-то хуё моё. А, это лифт. Ой, какая площадочка хорошая. Сюда бы, блин, кораблик мой так хорошо поставился. Хотя, скорее всего, он сюда и поставится. Если сюда, блядь, прилететь. И не пиздовать через всю локацию. Хуя себе. Bennett.
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace? What I am doing, ma'am, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place. And how should they know what they're missing? I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted. Well, you wouldn't know it from talking to anyone else here. High and mighty about our collective freedom. Free to wallow in the dust, more like. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
Melancholy.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games?
Mm-hmm.
You're not listening to a word, are you?
Look, my back aches and everything smells like fish. I just want to enjoy my beer.
Карточка для игры в лото Ниоки из бара. Несколько фраз подчеркнуто. Прямо между глаз. Самый быстрый стрелок на монархе. Их было 3, не 4. Вот такие донище. Угостишь чем? Чем? Ты кто, блядь? А ты кто? Вы кто? Ага. А вы кто? Ёпта, бля. Ладно.
New face, huh? You from Off-World? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair? Sit a spell and rep.
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch. We're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay. I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs. Trying to be the squeaky wheel, but just getting deadlocked. It's been days, but you would do that? Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her. But we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true. I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to...
It'll be good to get some steady pay again.
Thanks for the help.
Бля, ребята, надо, чтобы дверь была закрыта, понимаете? Вот так. Бля, классный наряд.
bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. Don't interrupt, it's rude. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you? Name's Nyoka. I'm the best big game.
You're also the loudest big game hunter on the planet. And the drunkest.
Shut the Fair point. I deserve it, though.
My dad always kept his firearms and liquors in different lockers. Said it wasn't safe to mix them.
Out here, if you ain't a little buzzed, you're liable to notice the stench of life. The grit in the air. The dust in every drink.
А какого хуя настоящим именем персонаж представляется, а не, блядь, тихоторным? Пиздец.
If you think this is drunk, I gotta, you need to get out more. Sit, partake, buy me a drink and let's chat.
Мне сказали, что ты можешь отвезти меня к инфоброкеру. Кто, блядь, сказал? Какого хуя?
What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? It is a shithole. It's a free shithole, though. Plenty. Besides, the booze is good. Something about that fish. Well. Let's get down to break. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head. Oh, you want information for nothing? Very well. I am no match for your your yammering. Here's how to get to Devil's Peak. Go south, along the road, not the river. Look for the mountain with devil horns. And watch out for raps, and mana swarms, and marauders, sulfur pits, and you know it'd really be safer if I went with you. You want to reconsider sobering me? Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
You won't find a better deal in Halcyon than our special one-time offer for a refurbished sanitation unit. Remember...
What in the... That thing talks?
Так. Что это за квест вообще непонятный?
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
No, they're crazy.
But they still manage to feed themselves, dress themselves.
Wrap musk and canadize, right here.
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble.
Чё, мать?
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature.
Он что, из города вышел? А зачем,
You
блядь?
have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Что-то мне подсказывает, что там либо совсем уже не мальчик, потому что я тут детей вообще не видел. Либо, блять, там уже одни останки.
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living coop. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop, and now I just know my boys run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Manta Queen hasn't. Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make... How noble... If they weren't hope, that old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with them, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body, or maybe marauders. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away.
Жесть.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from What can I get you? All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding.
Плазменная установка. Список дел Дзен. Вычистите жука рой из воздушных фильтров. Пить уплотнитель. Только не у Себастьяна. В прошлый раз его товар выглядел будто из задницы арапта. Вы чё, блядь, котики? Активизировались? Время пришло бесоебить. Спросите у Кэтрин, есть ли новые поставки. Спросите у Сенжора насчет стен. А чё, блядь, насчет них спрашивать? Вон стоят стены.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it. But if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grimm wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. Oh, I don't need any of it. It's also I can talk to Sebastian. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises. You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Медленно дышит через нос, блядь. Через нос он медленно дышит. Список дел Санджора. Пересмотреть алгоритм регулярного самоанализа, выбрать шрифт для регулярного самоанализа, отформатировать регулярный самоанализ, найти время, чтобы записать регулярный самоанализ, записать регулярный самоанализ, сказать Силе, что у нее отлично получается. Отлично получается, да. Медленно дышать через нос. Администратор.
MSI keeps the fishery running and the walls intact.
Ладно, давай свой попиздим.
Well, new business. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32%?
You've often posed these very...
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Did you hear that power? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had... But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
And a Mantisaur problem, and a...
Many, many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Я даже нахуй читать не хочу, что он там напиздел. 3 строчки. Билиберды.
Corporate espionage. How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best delivery yet, sir.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating
Is it really illegal if the board's the one that makes the rules in the first place?
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. You really think... I admit, I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. That's part of the problem. She has certain ambitions for Stellar Bay, and I fear my asking her would give her the lip.
Don't get yourself worked up, sir. It's perfectly natural to have a healthy fear of her.
We really don't need to discuss this now, Celia. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Make a foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you. I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you? This has been my albatross. The great I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. One of the executives required a transfer. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects. No, I am a company man. In charge of a scrap heap of a city, abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. Please, I can't think about this right now. Celia, schedule 30 minutes of inconsolable weeping later today.
Через 7 минут без утешных страданий.
Now, was there something else you need? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
Ой, блядь.
What can I do for you?
Не хочу нахуй читать, не, блядь, заебался. Что там? По квестам, блядь. Хочу пойти пострелять. Себастьян.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I would...
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make... As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a Manta Queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Manta Queens, especially. Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss them. Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit...
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
Thanks, Captain.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate. Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Yeah, you find him yet? Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in... Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount,
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her.
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so... But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues. You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right? I want them to be.
You look like a woman.
Так. Сейчас что по заданиям?
Help! Someone's been killed!
Чё,
I
блядь?
think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to either.
Ты тело? Нет, ты не тело.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh? You again! You've really... You again! You...
Ну ладно. Где? Какое тело-то, блядь, он говорит? Ой, батюшки.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Жертва.
Please replace sack reel.
Квитанция на ставки на тосбол. Квитанция на все более смелые ставки. Команда почти колонисты оформлена в букмекерской конторе «Левое
Before
поле».
disposing of any corpses.
Ну, видимо, кто-то на ставках проебался. О, сумка. Несколько мятых костюмов одинакового покроя и цвета засунуты в чемодан. Это, блядь, чемодан? Решительность плюс 7. О, вот это можно на девчулю надеть. Тридцать шесть, 26.
day to you.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then? Nothing. That's what. Because MSI is not in what you'd call good standing with the board. So even if I could get out of here, no one's gonna hire me. Was there something else? Or did you just want to mock me? Where should I begin? With the oversized mantis? The board was right. Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy. I'm not even. Add that to luck.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
Muting volume now.
Hey, I
That's
saw
against
that!
regulation.
What do you think you're doing? Just don't make any trouble for me, okay?
Ишь, суки, блядь, глазастые.
Reminder, unit modifications performed by unauthorized technicians are not authorized by the parent company.
Oh, don't be such a stick.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this, or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on? Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow.
It smells like wrapped in here.
Oh, it does work.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own cathanoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like... What can Auntie Abigail do for you? And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to... Who's your lucky friend, dearie? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little... Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Кладовка наверху, значит.
Isn't it? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail? It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute, like... Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them. Oh, you flattering old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. Careless experiment in the town graveyard, I'm afraid. It's a philosophist symbol of some kind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasts. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen. Chin up.
Подстилый лапчик.
Come to share a secret with Auntie Abigail?
Так, чё, еще карманы растянем немножко. Хуяк. Все. Так. Ну, короче, время позднее. Мне нужно еще покушать, приготовить и покушать. Потому что и спать пора будет. Поэтому... Пук-пук.